This will be a recording of how to use Canvas, some general tips on how to navigate the course, some tips about some things that you might find useful with respect to scheduling and figuring out when things are due, and just more generally how to most effectively use Canvas so that you'll succeed in the course. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice when you come on to Canvas is this opening page where you're going to have additional content and tools at the top, which gives you some information about how to register for Dashboard, how to get support for Dashboard from their support system, how to use Canvas. This is a sort of link that I'll use for the video. Some information how to use Dashboard, which is this other outside program. It's not the Canvas dashboard, so don't confuse this dashboard for that dashboard. They are different things. The dashboard that you use for this course is called OUP dashboard, and it's specific to our book. There's some more videos on conditionals and validity and soundness. The validity and soundness stuff you might find especially useful in the first part of the course because validity and soundness may be strange topics to cover, given the way that we commonly talk about validity and the way that validity will be used for arguments. There's some information here and here which I really want you to cue into on how the final quiz grades will be computed, because you'll notice by the end of the course that you have way more quiz points than 200. What I do is reduce them down given the percentage of points that you actually got, and that's all explained here to keep the quiz points fair compared to the test points. As you move your way down through the course, each of the chapters has its own set of things, and it's pretty expansive, and it can seem a little daunting the first time you see this. My suggestion is, rather than going through clicking one and going next module, next module, next module, is just view it as a whole and then click through the things that you need to click through. So here's the syllabus for the course, your first assignments. Especially pay attention to this instruction for taking quizzes and viewing results. This will answer lots of questions that you'll have about how to take quizzes on Dashboard. Here is a link to some chapter PowerPoints, which will also be basically available for every single chapter that we do, and then the first homework/reading assignments. So you'll have these reading assignments that tell you what pages to read in the book, and they'll also, when you click on it, have information about what homework to do. So if I clicked on this, for instance, it's going to take me to this page, which tells me the stuff, and also if there are homework exercises to be had for this one, I will post them there. Okay. The other major thing that's available on Canvas that you're going to watch are the quizzes. So you'll see here that the quizzes have their point value and their due dates and the particular quiz name. So this is quiz 1B level 1 is worth 8 points and it's due on September 1st, and you'll note that all of these are due on September 1st. So on September 1st I would want to do all of these if I was trying to keep on schedule, but if you miss them, that's not a big deal. Remember that any quiz can be turned in up until 11:59 p.m. on Sunday of the week that it is due. So even though this says that it's due on September 1st, and it is, as far as the scheduling is concerned, if you turn it in before Sunday at 11:59 p.m., you will have no penalty, even though it'll tell you that the quiz is late when you go to take it on Dashboard. Don't worry about that. If you can take it, chances are you will not be penalized because they set a close date. Alright, and you'd work your way down through here and you'll see the rest of the stuff for each reading assignment. There's the associated quizzes underneath of it that you need to take and their due dates. There's also a writing assignment here, which is due on September 4th. These are other things that sometimes crop up besides quizzes and also test. Alright, so that's what you'll see as you move through the Canvas main page. And this, I suspect, is where most of you will spend your time. Some other things to note: the right side of this homepage is going to tell you some things that you need to do that are like in the immediate future. And these are assignments, and the same thing with coming up. These are also things that you need to do that are coming up in the near future. It'll list those particular things. But don't entirely rely on that, because sometimes you might miss something, right? So notice this doesn't say anything about quizzes that have already passed their due date. It's going to be up to you to realize if you miss a quiz that's past the due date, you need to go back and take it before that Sunday, because it will not remind you here. The files page for the course has some information about particular PDFs, files, homework answers. If you want to get stuff there, it's available to you. The announcements page, which is hopefully something you'll all get notifications when I make them, is when I make an announcement to the course. I tend now to send messages instead because messages are easier to, I guess, see than the announcements. And then the other major one is this syllabus page. The syllabus page has a course syllabus, but it also has this really nice calendar for the course that gives you due dates for particular things. So if I look at this, it tells me everything that was due on September the 1st, everything that due on Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, so on. And you'll see that the course kind of spreads out after this first week where it's not so jam-packed together. So if you want a pretty neat and tidy form of the course syllabus, you've got it here on the course syllabus page. One other thing we can take a look at here is this course stream. That will tell you if there's been recent activity in the course, like whether I've changed assignments or made an announcement, whatever. That'll show up here in the course stream. Otherwise, your home page will look like this. All right. And if you've got further questions about Canvas, how to navigate it, or how to deal with the scheduling stuff, shoot me an email or a message using the Canvas system here, and I will respond as soon as possible.